Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm doing my July TBR. So first of all, I've been a little bit MIA. Just the whole past month I've just not been feeling doing videos, so I didn't deal with it. I did one a week though. Well, this is one of the ones a week, so I didn't completely leave. But anyway, I'm back. You probably didn't notice. You're probably glad you didn't see my ass that often in your sub box. Nobody needs to do 3 videos a week, so... But let's move on to what we're here for, and that is the TBR. So, as you can see by the thumbnail, the title, all that jazz, I'm not doing a Scrabble TBR this month because I am doing the Indie Accords Readathon. This is a readathon all about reading indie books. I like reading indie books, so I thought I would hop on over and join in. There's a bunch of information that you need to know about this. I'll just leave links down below rather than spewing it all now. But there are different teams with different genres, and I'm with Mel from a book fiend named Mel because contemporary. I have a lot of contemporary books, so I went there. Although, can I just point out, some of these prompts don't fit very well with contemporary, so, you know, bit naughty that is. Bit naughty. First of all, each group does have a group read. I have got The Rain Heron by Robbie Arnott out on my Kindle from my library, but I don't think I'm going to read it because I'm just not in the mood. I have enough books that I need to read myself, so I read the synopsis. I wasn't really feeling it, probably won't read it, but you know, it's there if I want to. So, first prompt. Is a book with pirates or set at the sea? This one I had a bit of a problem with. Contemporary, you know? Pirates normally a little bit fantastical, but I'm going with Big Man by Matthew J. Metzinger. I mean, the front cover looks like it's set at the sea. On the back it says the main character wants to follow in the footsteps of family members and be part of the Navy. So that sounds like the sea, but then also it goes into other stuff after that, and then it doesn't really mention the sea, but I'm going with this one. I did read a Matthew J. Metzinger book earlier on this year. I really enjoyed it. There is gay characters in all of his books. He is trans and asexual, I do believe himself. And yeah, looking forward to this. Something about a Muay Thai gym and boxing and yeah, stuff. Hopefully C. But if not C, I do have a little short story thing that I've had on my Kindle for bajillions of years called The Witch Sea. This is by Sarah Diamond, but it's fantasy, so it don't really count for my group. I'd get half the points. But it definitely is set at the sea, so I might read that if I read this one and it's not set at the sea. And that's about lesbians and mermaids. I don't know. It might be mermaids, it might just be sea witches, but also sapphic. The next prompt is dystopian, which again I feel doesn't really lean very well towards contemporary, but I've gone with The Culling by Stephen Dos Santos. I've had this for quite a while. Hopefully it's contemporary-ish, but from what I can gather it's kind of... I don't like putting books against other books and saying it's the same, but it's kind of Hunger Gamesy on account of there's a group of people and then they die and then somebody lives. Well, the main character wants to save his younger brother. Also, I think this is some sort of gay as well. I don't know how, I can't remember. He has a 4-year-old brother and he wants to save them, but apparently like the baddie people use love as a weapon and all that jazz, so that's for dystopian. Next up we have a middle-aged main character, and this one I'm kind of scared of because of reasons, and that is Driven by Dane Cobain. I'm scared of this because I know Dane and I'm scared that I won't like it, and I don't want to not like his books because I like him, so hopefully it's good though. It is some sort of like a police cop thriller-y type thing, you know, when somebody dies and then the main character in this is the detective solving that thing. So yeah, I mean, I definitely should get to this book because I've had it for a while, and yeah, I'm scared though, but hopefully it's good. The next prompt is LGBTQIA plus rep. Like most of the books on this list is that anyway, but I've got one specifically for that, so I'm gonna go with At the Lake by Jeff Lafton. This is about 2 dudes and then they're at a place, and then one of them can't swim, and then the other one's trying to teach him to swim, and then the one that can't swim nearly drowns, so the other one saves him, but then lightning strikes, and then the one that can swim has hearing loss, and then they meet the next year over, and then yeah, one of them has hearing loss, the other one is a camp counsellor at that point, and stuff happens. It's probably LGBT. We're about halfway through, so you know what time it is. It's time for a message for one of our sponsors, and then I shall be back with the rest of my TBR. The next prompt is leave a review for an indie book. I review every book that I read on Goodreads anyway, so obviously I've got this one in the bag. I'm going to review all of these books that I read. I mean, add me on Goodreads if you want. My link's always in the descriptiano, so if you want. The next prompt is featuring a quest, and this one again, I was looking around, I was like, a contemporary featuring a quest, I really need to think of a quest. And I was just picking up books and looking at the back of them, and then this book, Sounds of Silence by Mia Carrick and Reino Tierney, has the word quest on the back, so I was like, bang, that is the one I'm going for. So I think this one is about a dude that's a selective mute, and then he becomes friends with this brother and sister, and then they're trying to go on a quest to figure out what happened to him, maybe, something like that, probably. So yeah, a quest. And probably harrowing as well, because some sort of thing happened in childhood to make the person mute. Can't be good. But you know what I'm like for the harrowing books. I'm a fan. Next up, we have Australian or New Zealand author. For this one, it was hard to look at the books I own and try and figure out if the author is from New Zealand. So what I did is I have a list of Kindle books. In fact, so because I'm a listaholic, I have a list of all the books I have on my Kindle to make it easier to find them even though I never read them. So they look like this. And then it goes on and on and on. And all the ones that are highlighted blue are all indie reads, so, you know, etc, etc. So I went through there and I was just typing in the author's name on Goodreads and then clicking on their profile and seeing where they're from to find out who's from Australia or New Zealand. And I'm reading Rock by Anita Sunday. I have read one Anita Sunday book before and I liked it, so hopefully I'll like this one as well. So what I know about this one is it follows a guy, his parents split up, and then he spends like a week with his mum, a week with his dad, on off, on off, on off. And then his dad has a girlfriend who also has a son, and then it's like enemies to friends to perhaps, are we allowed to like each other? We're not actually brothers, we're not technically stepbrothers, but we are kind of a little bit. And it goes over like the course of quite a few years. So that's the one I'm reading. Oh yeah, and Anita Sunday is from New Zealand, but I think she lives in Germany now, but she's originally from New Zealand, so it counts. Next up we have Ensemble Cast / Platonic Friendship. So for this one I'm going with A Fine Bromance by Christopher Hawthorne Moss. As you can tell by the title, it's about a fine bromance. And I think this is following an asexual character. So it's following this dude who's never been attracted to anyone before, and then he meets this other person and then they connect as friendship ways, and then they're trying to like figure something out because something happens and stuff. That's how books work. There's a plot. Yeah, his eccentric auntie finds treasures, and then there's a mystery they're trying to solve. The author of this is also trans, so fun times. And yeah, I think there's trans and asexual rep in this book as well. And then last but not least, the last prompt is indie middle grade. So for this one I'm going with Poppy's Place, The Great Cat Cafe Rescue by Katrina Chairman. I did have a look into this. It's published by an indie publishers that were indie but were bought like a couple of years ago by a bigger publisher, but this book came out before they were bought, so technically it still counts. I think all the rest of them are self-published or Harmony Inc. Press. But yeah, this one, as you can tell, it's about a cat cafe and it's middle grade. So it's going to be really quick to read because it's all that big massive writing that you can't see. There we go. It's the big massive writing. Boom. There's a cat cafe, there's an adoption day, but then it floods. That's pretty much what I know about that one. So there we have it. Those are all my picks for the Indie Accords readathon. Hopefully I get through all of these and read some other books as well, because I still have books I need to review. I'm behind on my 2021 TBR, you know how it is. So quite a few thin ones there. Hopefully I'll get through them. But yeah, definitely check out all the info below for all the readathon stuff. Let me know down below if you're taking part in the Indie Accords readathon or whatever you're reading. in July or whatever. If any of these books sounds interesting, just say some words in it. Do all that, that's what it's there for. And if this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others, and if you continue to enjoy, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye.
Fall over so I can get your belly.